When you step into your fears and continue to push yourself to go on, something happens for you. It will enable you to transcend yourself. If you don't develop the courage to do that which has been given you to do, and you spend a lot of time going around trying to convince other people or trying to get their approval, what will happen is that you will lose your nerve. And other people will convince you that what you're doing doesn't have any value, and you'll give up on your dream. Do not go where the path may lead, but go where there's no path and leave a trail. Stop living your life like you have 1,000 years to live. In life, you're either here today and you're gone today. If there's something that you want to do and you can't do it all at one time, do just a little bit of it. A friend of mine, Bobby Kerr, used to be a roommate. Bobby wanted to go into the area of public relations. He loved working with the public. Young lady he wanted to marry named Clarice. Bobby was a great procrastinator. Pretty soon the job where Bobby worked, they transferred him to another location. He went out to celebrate with the people on that new job site. And Bobby suffered a massive heart attack and died. Bobby didn't drink and didn't smoke, was under 40, and he died. Ask your question, how much time do you have left? How much time do you have left? When you start thinking about that, we don't know. We don't know. Bobby took all the greatness and all of the talent and all of his abilities to his grave with him. Stop wasting valuable time, knowing that if we begin to live our lives as if each day were our last, our lives will take on a whole new meaning. Most of us don't use the stuff that we have brought into the universe.
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. When you have a dream, and the dream isn't something you dream and then it happens, the dream is something you never knew was going to come into your life. Dreams always come from behind you, not right between your eyes. It sneaks up on you. But when you have a dream, it doesn't often come at you screaming in your face. This is who you are. This is what you must be for the rest of your life. Sometimes a dream almost whispers. And I've always said to my kids, the hardest thing to listen to, your instincts, your human personal intuition, always whispers, it never shouts. Very hard to hear. So you have to, every day of your lives, be ready to hear what whispers in your ear. It very rarely shouts. And if you can listen to the whisper, and if it tickles your heart, and it's something you think you want to do for the rest of your life, then that is going to be what you do for the rest of your life. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. I dream for a living. Years later, I realized, well, that's exactly what I do. I dream for a living. This is what I've done all my life. This is what I wanted to do with my life.
I don't understand the way the world works, he says. Could you give me some insight or advice on how the world works? Well, to answer that question, no, because I don't know how the world works. I'm doing my best to be a decent part of it. That's really the only thing that I'm interested in is contributing in some way. And that's just my belief, right? That's just my dogma. I believe that in order to make the most of yourself, you provide as much as you can for the people in your environment, in your world. So really, the question you want to ask, my man, is why won't the world pay you for your passion? When I say follow your passion, there's also share your passion, and learn how to receive. There are 3 fucking parts to that, guys. Just because you're passionate and feely about something don't mean you're gonna get a paycheck. Obama is not giving out passion checks. Okay? If you think that you should be paid just because you're passionate about some shit, you want to do something because you love it, well, that's a utopian world, man. Your passion is only of value if you can share it. What can you do for someone else with it? You see, and that's the second part of the equation there. I think you're pretty much a waste of a human being if you can't offer something. Ralph Waldo Emerson says, even if you leave a garden patch, you've been a success in the world. What can you do? Can you plant a garden? But you gotta do something, because you're a human fucking being. You live on Earth. You live in a time and a place, in a civilization that requires resources. You gotta eat. Right? And guess what? If you're passionate about something and you know how to share it, you're providing something for someone so that you can earn back. And that's the third part of the equation, which is you got to know how to market and sell. You either market and sell yourself as a worker, as someone who can provide a service for a bigger company. Right? Somebody who's already done the work. You got to understand that these people that own companies, they've done the work, and perhaps you can be of service to that entity and you'll get paid. Right? But you got to be of some value. You can't just show up and say, you guys show up here. Elliot, I want to be at strength camp. For what? What are you going to do? I can't use you. Right? You got to be of some value. You got to be of some value to the place that you're offering some good or service. If you have nothing to give someone and you don't know how to receive, big part of the equation a lot of you guys leave out here. It's just the way of the world, you know? You can't reject that. You can't leave that part out. It doesn't feel good to know that you do need money.
I was a very, very, very weird child. Very weird child. And I had a port wine stained birthmark on my face that I got lasered off when I was very young, and one day they forgot to put the anaesthetic on, and then ever since then I had a stutter, and I also had very, very big blue NHS glasses. And the thing that I found most difficult about it was knowing what to say but not really being able to express it in the right way. So I did different speech therapies and stuff, which wasn't very successful at a young age, and got very, very into rap music. My dad bought me the Marshall Mathers LP when I was 9 years old, not knowing what was on it, and let me listen to it, and I learned every word of it back to front. It helped me get rid of the stutter. Stuttering is not a thing you have to be worried about at all, and even if you have quirks and weirdness, you shouldn't be worried about that. Just be yourself, because there's no one in the world that can be a better you than you, and if you try to be the cool kid from class, you'll end up being very boring. And be yourself, embrace your quirks. Being weird is a wonderful thing. Don't ever treat it as an issue, and don't see it as a plight on your life, and carry on pushing forward. And I did all right. You can do all right as well, so thank you.